Have you ever felt like you were unstrong enough to do what God had called you to do? If so, then the story of Gideon from the Bible is for you. Gideon was a farmer from the tribe of Manasseh, and one day while he was threshing wheat in a winepress to hide it from his enemies, an angel of the Lord appeared to him and said, "The Lord is with you, mighty men of valor." Judges 6 verse 12. Gideon responded, "Oh, my God, if the Lord is with us, why has all this happened to us? Why has he rejected our land?" Judges 6 verse 13. Notice how Gideon did not doubt that God was speaking to him, but he did question why God would choose him, a simple farmer, to deliver Israel. Gideon felt weak and inadequate for the task, and so he asked for a sign from God. 3 times asking for fleece to be wet with dew only, or for fleece in the ground around it to be wet with dew. But God told him that because of his unbelief, he would perform a mighty act through Gideon anyway, and he promised Gideon that he would be called a mighty man of valor, if he would only believe. Judges 6, 11 to 36. And so, the next day, empowered by the Spirit of the Lord, Gideon got up, called for 32,000 troops, and began to defeat the Midianites. But God told him that he would let him win an even greater victory with just 300 men. So he sent 32,000 of his troops home, and 300 stayed with him. And the scripture says that none of those 300 had the weapons of a regular soldier, each man having only a sword and a shield belonging to his own household. Judges 7, 17 to 19. But they were mighty warriors of the Lord, and with trumpets and torches and faith in God. They shouted and blew their trumpets and went into battle against the Midianites. They shouted again and broke into 3 parts, confusing the enemy. And every man fought with his sword raised high. They were fresh and strong, while the Midianites were exhausted and ready to flee. And so Gideon and his 300 men won a great victory over the Midianites that day. Judges 7. Though he was reluctant and fearful at first, Gideon's obedience turned his weakness into strength, and God gave him the victory. He led Israel for 40 years after that, and during his lifetime, Israel enjoyed peace. The Midianites were completely defeated, and Gideon became a judge in Israel. And so remember this, dear friends, that just as Gideon was used by God despite his feelings of weakness and fear, you too can accomplish great things when you trust in God and obey his voice. What might seem impossible to you is possible with God, and he might be calling you to do something great right now. Are you ready to answer his call? Hey guys, I hope this video made you think about how you respond when God calls you to do something that seems impossible. Let me know in the comments below what you think. And if you liked this video, give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends.